Hello everyone and welcome back to Zoo Crafting! I am Zookeeper Seri and we are here at my home in Zoodesia Zoo gathering up materials to prepare ourselves for building the Redwolf National Park. The Desia, which is our planet, Desia's first ever national park. I am so excited about that, especially because we're kind of expecting double the Redwolf puppies, which I did not expect, but I should have, since we have a cloning glitch either in our world or maybe in my fingertips, since it has followed us through 2 or 3 worlds. Oh, and the villagers are hanging out with our puppies. During International Dog Day, we bathed our dogs and dropped a couple of them, I think Alia and Iris, off in Zomberry Village, and it sounds like the villagers are having a great time with them, which is fantastic because that means my dogs are going to have pockets full of diamonds when we return to them. Very wonderful, very helpful for, funding the zoo and the national park and all of the conservation efforts we're doing. But alright, so right now I'm working my way down the list that I have made of things that I want to take to the Redwood Park. I have already basically thrown like everything but the kitchen sink into my bags so that we'll be able to decorate. We've got plants, we've got like glass, we have different types of wood. I don't have nearly as much wood as I thought I did though, and unfortunately I do not have the requested redwood sapling. So we're missing redwood saplings, and the only redwoods that I know of are our patron tree redwoods from our August Patreon that we did, and I can't cut those down because those are super special. Those will never be cut down. They are protected, literally a protected tree. It would be illegal to cut them down. Somebody would throw me in jail with the creepers if I cut them down. But let's see, so we might have to go on an expedition to find redwood saplings, which would be really fun, but I would at least want to finish building the researcher center so that we can start getting researchers and some of their trades in there. And I do need more map making materials. So that's actually what we're going to do really quickly. We're going to pop on down. We are going to gather up a ton of the sugarcane that I see down there and make some more paper so that I can have some more empty maps, because that's kind of important. And I figured while we're down there, we should go ahead. Oh, Sunflower's nest. She hasn't been here in so long. We really should train up a different one of their children, so Sunflower and Aster Seed could work on another little nest full of chocobo babies. Maybe eventually we could send the chocobos to the Cloud Phoenix in our Dog Saga series, and we would be able to, oh, butterfly! Butterfly! Not a drill, that's a butterfly! Empty jar! Butterfly net! Come here, little butterfly! Where'd you go, buddy? Buddyfly? Oh, there's my buddyfly. Alright. Alright, why do you have to be so high up? Why can't you be down here with me? Ooh, ooh. Did you guys see that? So close! Okay, where are you going, friend? Man, catching these are really hard. Maybe we'll do a fun day, a side quest or a stream, where we just... Oh, you guys. Alright, you ready for this? Get in the net. In. Oh, did I catch it? I think I caught it. We have a rock grayling male butterfly. Oh, this is so exciting. I love it when we're able to catch those guys. All right, butterfly encyclopedia versus our cool bird encyclopedia. Okay, all right. Is that only like the 3rd butterfly I've caught with this? That's hilarious. Okay, so we have a rock grayling male. This butterfly can be used for researching 27 new species. Okay, so it's found in the forest. It tells you the light level. It doesn't escape very easily. It feeds on tall grass and double tall grass. It camps on stones and logs, and it hangs out wherever you find small ferns, grass blocks, and stone. So, oh, that's so cool. Alright, so it's described to be encountered frequently. This species can be found in Central Europe, Southern Europe, Eastern Europe, so most of Europe, North Africa, Anatolia, and the Caucasus. So I've never seen a rock grayling since I'm in America. The butterflies fly from June to September, and the larvae feed on various types of grass. Rock graylings behave as most of their family, I suppose, by hiding from the heat of the Shares habitat. So hiding from the heat of the day is probably what that's supposed to say. Wow. Man, you can get a lot of butterfly information out of a single butterfly catch. That's really impressive. Like A+ mod. Now we have a little butterfly that we can go ahead and release. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, maybe if we have more chocobo babies than we can keep up at our chocobo stables, we could possibly see about building a portal. Oh my goodness. Speaking of chocobo, there's a chocobo right there. And there is one of our quill, our Squicken, have escaped. I'll take care of that later. Alright. Oh my gosh! It's a Golden Finch! It's a wild Golden Finch! It is in a jungle area, so I will leave it be. But how cool! We just spooked a wild Golden Finch who was feeding on, like, probably these rice seeds that we're growing here. Wow! Jeez, I love Zudasia. It's just full of life. You literally do not know what you're going to, like, walk up to, step next to. Let's grab all of the sugarcane here. Not going to be used to make sugar today. Oh, and speaking of don't know what you're going to walk up to or step next to, that was definitely the sound of a big snake. So we do want to use caution. There are venomous snakes. This is a wild jungle area meant to kind of show off extinct species. Eventually it might have a portal or a teleport to wherever we're going to have our dinosaur zone. Oh, so many things going on. All right, sugarcane. How do I turn you into paper? I have forgotten. It has been a while. Let's see. No. I want to... Oh, you can turn it into a snorkel? What? That's adorable. You can make a reed bag out of it. A bread basket? I want to make a bread basket out of sugarcane and have a cute little like fresh bread stand at our place. That would be so cool. A blowpipe, an iron blowpipe. There we go. 3 across is going to be paper. All right, well that's good to know. While we're down here, can I just like grab some of the rice really quickly? It's been a long time since I've gotten the rice. So that's what the wild rice looks like. And I can plant the seeds, right? Yep. So this is wild rice. And actually we should probably, one variety of many varieties that we can get of wild rice. So I should probably go ahead and harvest up a ton of this really quickly. Because we will want to put a lot of wild rice. Wow, there's a lot here. I've been growing it for a while and I just kind of forgot. Which is really a great way if you're going to do like some forgetful farming. I mean, look at the abundance you can come back to, you know? Alright, we'll just line all of this up. Looks like it grows pretty quickly too. Nice. Nice! We've got like a stack and a half now. Alright, let's go. Or like 2 stacks. Maybe I'll... Oh, and there's lots of seeds over here. And lots of seeds over here. Kind of replant it as I go. But I was interested in harvesting from the little wild rice that really, I don't know how many of you guys, like right below our house, we've been growing wild rice in the river. And it's actually a really good species to have if we're going to help attract a whole bunch of ducks. Oh, go little wild Golden Finch, go! I wish you the best out of life. You're so cute. But if we're going to attract a lot of ducks to our new wild park, we are going to want to have a lot of wild rice. And speaking of ducks and rice, how's the rice merchant doing today? Ooh, she actually has some... Whoa, she's actually planted some of the rice like this? I didn't know you could do that. Oh no, but it doesn't... What have I done? Does it give you more than one? Or do you just get stuck? Oh, there we go. So I guess you have to just like hope that your rice... And okay, I destroyed her rice and I didn't mean to. Now I feel very bad. Shapeless crafting. Can I make rice seeds? How do you replant this type of rice? There are many, many, many different varieties out there in the world. I think you just like put it back down. Maybe. There. Okay. And then you can just use that kind. So we've got 2 kinds of rice now. Interesting. But rice does attract ducks and other waterfowl, and on our list is to actually gather wild bird eggs. So a lot of the wild birds we could probably have at the Redwolf National Park include a lot of like waterfowl. So I'm thinking ducks, herons. I don't think we'll have any... Do we even have... What's the big guy with the gulpy beak? You know, big scoopy gulp guy? He's kind of scary because he'll eat other birds sometimes too. Pelican! I don't think we have pelicans. Do we have pelicans? What does the bird encyclopedia say? Did Pablo make pelicans? I can't remember. Pelican, kiwi. Oh, so many, so many. We have pelicans! Okay, maybe we could even attract some pelicans around here. I had no idea we even had pelicans. I am quite tickled. Oh, Pablo, you remain amazing in my eyes. All right, so we can trade wild rice like this for normal rice. Or we could trade Asian rice for Asian rice. Okay, so she trades a lot of things. Duck eggs, she'll give you toasted rice cake. She also makes a lot of, oh, and little rice cakes. If we had money, that would be really fun. All right, I just kind of wanted to check on the rice merchant really quickly. But all right, so now we have the wild rice, which I can plant a ton of. Can I cook it in anything? You can make it into paper. I forgot that that was one of the ways that I was trying to make paper. And then you can also make it into cooked rice, which you can turn into a rice wrap in a complicated way. Or, holy cow, that was a really weird way to be able to make recipes. Oh my gosh, individual recipes all the way. Okay, you can make a lot of different stir fries out of this, or you could trade it. And I guess if I wanted to, because I want to be able to eat this rice. I just harvested it. Let's go ahead and trade a ton of it so that we can at least eat some of it. There, we'll trade half of it. And now this kind of rice you can actually use in a lot more types of food, like making chicken curry, curry rice. So we could have curry rice, veggie stir fry. See, I just think having like a nice veggie stir fry at our new research center would be really fun. California roll. Ooh, mushroom risotto. I will be all, ooh, and beans and rice. Come on. When you're camping, like beans and rice, that's kind of like a tradition for a lot of people. So I think that that's going to be quite fun. We need to make sure we have beans then. So we've got to think about camping food. Oh, baked beans! Baked beans are also for sure something that we should take. So we need sugar or honey. Ooh, honey! Oh my gosh, think about all the beehives we could have in the wild place. Can you imagine? We could just spend days and streams walking around and feeding ourselves based off of the wild food that we find there while we're helping to gather the GPS trackers. A little bit of cherry juice to give me some energy. I'm just too excited about this. All right, but let's make the paper that we were going for with all of that nonsense. I just get excited when I remember like the cool places we have in our world. All right, so a ton of paper. Nice. There we go. Oh, almost a stack of paper. That is beautiful. And we'll get this rice out of the way. And now let's make... There. So now we have 9 empty maps, which I think will go over very well. And when it comes to the paper, I'm really frustrated that it takes so long to collect paper because I keep telling myself I'm going to grow some paper trees. And I haven't grown any paper trees. So I actually have a spot in mind that I want to plant some paper trees at when we go to the Redwolf National Forest. So hang on, Sunflower. I know I've been dashing about all week collecting things. But this is very important. We're coming up with cool projects. I need jungle saplings. Jungle saplings. Running a little low, but we'll be okay. So what I want to do is we're going to take this jungle sapling, since I'm probably going to need paper for books and quills and for all sorts of other projects, because you use paper for a lot of things. Like lunar calendars. Come on, we need to make a lunar calendar at the place because I've never made a lunar calendar before. I wonder what a big writing book does. I mean, there's even like an atlas. What the heck does an atlas do? We need tons of clipboards. Are you kidding me? Of course we need tons and tons of clipboards. We could even make a paper box. It's called a white box, but I'm pretty sure you can shove it full of like paper. So we would need like mazes. I don't think we need erasers. I don't think we need typewriters, but I could see how that could be useful for some people. Definitely name tags. We would need a ton of name tags. So it's definitely worth it to have a constant source of paper. How can we actually get constant sources of paper? Well, we could use sugarcane. We could use rice. Or we could harvest the paper from a paper bark tree. Ta-da! And I know exactly where I want to plant these. So I need to have tons and tons of paperbark trees planted all over the world. But we're actually going to plant this paperbark tree over by Tata's Temple, which is right next to the Redwolf National Park. Also, let's grab this apiary. And this queen bee has passed on, but she has a little bee grub who's ready to become a new queen bee. And now we actually even have some honey. Ha! Wow, we are on top of things. That is really impressing me. I have a couple extra shears. I'm literally just collecting things from all over our world. I don't really need an axe. I probably need a water bucket, but I probably need a lot of buckets. And that diamond hoe probably belongs. Yes, I should probably go ahead and leave it here. All right, well, I do have an extra bucket. You know what? It's gonna go live at the other place now. All right, so I think that it checks off on map making material and a whole bunch of other things. We have plenty of glass and iron to make jars for the butterflies. So now we're just down to having a telescope, ferns, eggs, and granola and making materials and beans so we can make rice and beans, because that sounds absolutely amazing. All right, Sunflower, hang on. And I think we can actually grab the telescope really quickly. So let's pop up to go to bed. Whee! Oh, and speaking of bed, oh, well, there's tons and tons of wild, sheep that shouldn't be there that we could actually collect and shear wool from. I'm not sure, like, I kind of feel like if we moved one of the wild wolf pack, they could help us with the invasive species issue. But if we get some rangers, I'm sure we could trade with rangers. Oh, Sunflower, hang on. I went the wrong way. But I'm getting ahead of myself a lot. So now we need a telescope just like this one, but instead of stealing the one that lets me look out over my park from our home, let's go downstairs. And I'm sure Quill will be happy to help us to make a new one. So hello, Quill. Could you help us with a telescope? Ooh, a classy telescope. Like what? There's two types? Sure. Let's get this type. And then I don't know what a classy telescope is, but there we go. Nice. Thank you, Quill. That's a phone. That's just a cute little old-timey phone. Well, we could use that as a decoration for sure. Any last-minute things? Grandfather clock, maybe? That seems like a kind of cool thing. We'll go ahead and grab a grandfather clock to decorate around the place we're going to. Tanning racks. Okay, we'll grab that because that actually will have like a sample of the wolf fur. And we'll grab a few of those. Not that we want to like kill the wolves whatsoever, like we're doing the opposite. We're creating a sanctuary for them, but it'll be just a good place where you can have like a wolf who passed away and you see that sometimes and you can touch the fur. That'll be good. Oh, and a little stuffed wolf, of course, so we know what we're like doing all of this for. That sounds adorable. A little birdhouse. Oh no, now I'm really getting into things. And of course a park bin that we can put outside so people can have. We're gonna need a lot of those actually. Oh my gosh. This went from like super simple to getting more and more complex really, really quickly with our, let's get a world globe with what we're going to be putting in our Redwolf area. Ooh, checkers, so that they can play checkers there. Ah, this is so much fun. A little bar, like, okay, I need to stop. Oh, but the candle, oh, no. Come on, Seri. I know that there's so much stuff you could grab, including the hanging bridge pieces, but we have a different kind of hanging bridge that we do now. So many different ways we could decorate. I think actually having a barrel of potatoes would be a good idea though, and a barrel of carrots, because that's gonna help us to feed everybody. Bedside table, you know what, why not? Maybe a couple of those, can they stack? Oh, thank goodness they stack. We'll grab like 3, 4. All right. Ooh, and the spice rack. Okay, I am a sucker for that spice rack. I think that spice rack is like one of the coolest things ever. So we'll grab a few of those. This thing is like, Quill is beside himself with joy because he's like, you never come over here to grab things. Oh, and a cute little aquarium. Yes. Oh, geez. Now I have way too many things in my bag. But we're really getting there. Look at this. We've definitely got a lot of stuff. We're ready to, almost ready to start up an entire new An entire new park, basically. So all right, telescope achieved. All right, so next up, we just need to find some way to make room for granola materials, ferns, and wild bird eggs, and something tells me that's literally all that we've got room left for. So all right guys, if you could, do please leave a like to praise Quill for his amazing crafting capabilities. If you'd like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing and joining us as zookeepers here in Zoodacia Zoo. But most importantly, stay curious, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!